This is the latest we've started in a long time. Okay, time now 7:04, so 1904 kilo. Just to keep Jesse on his toes. I've just done an entire week of interviews as an inquiry officer.
What's kilo?
Kilo time. So 1904 kilo tells anyone who's looking at what time that was in relation to Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're in the kilo, and then if you go to Sydney and it's daylight saving, it's Lima. Yeah. Just in case you're wondering.
I would have failed that exam.
So currently you are ushered in at 7:10 in the morning into the Burgomaster, Dimitri, and his wife Anna. You have found out that their last child, who wasn't young, who was in their sort of late teens, early 20s, potentially you pick up a young man, had recently passed. Only a few days ago, or 7 days ago perhaps, by some sort of strange illness. The Burgomaster had introduced you to Anna. Anna had indicated that the abbot, who has since the abbey, and they all look up to the heights of the abbey, which, as you're aware, as you saw when you walked in, there's some 400 feet above you all, carved into the land. That the abbot has come and has intended to take on the Morning Lord's work that they have originally St. Martikov began. Of course, the abbey and its original occupants were defeated by Strahd in some form of last stand, you learn. And for many decades, many generations, in fact, lay in waste. And the abbot appeared one day, and he almost seems ageless, for he still is, last they saw, a young man. But you have heard that he is conducting bizarre experiments or activities up there, and one of his most critical that Dimitri and Anna implore to you is that he has found a way to treat with Strahd and ensure the safety of Kresik into the future, and that is to provide Strahd a bride. And the abbot has come only a couple of days ago and asked Anna to fashion a wedding dress. But of course, in this harsh land of Kresik, to the west of towns like Vallaki and Barovia and Ravenloft itself, if the winter ever encroached upon it, fashioning such beautiful garments is beyond their means, and Anna intends to travel with what little wealth they can muster to the town of Vallaki, where she will seek to have an appropriate wedding dress fashioned so that this bride can be happily married to Lord Strahd von Zarovich, and perhaps bring some peace to not only Kresik, but the land. Dimitri has implored you to escort his good wife to Vallaki, which you have refused at this point.
Go on, grabs his umbrella on the shoulder. You want to go Vallaki? There you go. She wants to go too. You're off.
I feel like there's something about
It's kind of like
the sun
glares at you.
that we haven't been figuring out. Getting more.
So, Dimitri comes. You said you were seeking something here.
We heard of the Amber Pool, the pool of some sort that was here. We
We
Or
do
wherever
not
it's a
have
whole place.
we do not have an amber pool. We do have a pool of the sun. It is nestled to the north. I do understand that you probably seek something there. But before you go, I must say that we seek to help you, but we do ask in return that you help us. And if you are travelling onwards from here to Valaki, my good wife, please let her join your travels. Is it the Amber Temple you seek, though? You are well displaced. The Amber Temple, and he sort of points to the southeast into the grey.
This was the Mount Garcus we have heard of.
Correct. I believe the Amber Temple is nestled in the highest crevices of Mount Garcus.
Tell me, this abbot, has he made brides for Strahd previously?
Not that I'm aware of. He has tinkered with strangeness, shall we say, and no doubt you will hear upon the wind the cries of the mongrel folk that occupy. Only some we see. He must only trust a few. The rest must be locked away, for their cries of hunger and anguish and anger echo throughout our small and humble town.
So how has he come to this idea then, that making a bride will spare Kresik? Has Strahd posed some threat more recently greater than previously?
We have not seen Strahd here for, good gosh, I cannot recall the last time. But it is well known that Strahd seeks his bride.
Maybe you can make me a bride while he's up there. Or two.
Is it then wise to attract attention where it is not, where none has previously
The abbot's
been?
machinations are of little concern, except obviously he does not harm us, and he does come, and we do treat, and once a month we provide wine and other gifts to him, and in return he will cure ailments and various other cursory that afflict us and travellers. You are not the first who have come here.
You mentioned werewolves. Has he
They to the west.
Has he
In their death.
tended to any werewolf victims?
He pauses and he casts his eye over you. Hovers a little at Gron.
Yeah,
well,
we forgot to tell you
watching.
about something. He's almost,
Well,
he's
mentioned
turning
last
into a
time.
werewolf. Just kidding.
Indeed, but the cost may be high to treat with the abbot. But he was contrary. I think he thinks he is doing good, and as I have said, he has done no harm to us, yet he does take out the parted, and that does cause us some ache. But in the main, we coexist, I guess.
Has anybody seen any of these mongrel folk? Was that the words that you used before? Aaron's asking this.
Oh yes, quite horrific. Beast, man, unknown, stitched together in a slimy, dripping conjunction of flesh. Yes, but it is only two that we see frequently. at times one may escape, and those two. And at one point, maybe 10 years ago, the abbot himself came. For it did cause some distress, and one of us was killed. And the abbot did come and deal with the problem, and in reparation, did bring back life.
Have you not seen this abbot in 10 years?
Oh no, I saw him last month. And in fact, we saw him only a few days ago when he visited
And yet
to ask
he came
Anna.
to help, and you say someone died last time he came to help.
Oh no, this was 10 years ago. I was saying that must be 10 years ago. One of the mongrel folk must have escaped and came down to the town and wreaked havoc and killed one of our settlers. He has passed since, but the abbot and the two mongrel folk we see frequently, they did come and deal with the problem, and the abbot in his graciousness did raise the deceased member of our community, and he did live a full life after, although he was elderly when he was untimely taken, but he did live a full life beyond that once the abbot resurrected him.
What was he like when he came back?
He was fine. The abbot, whether he is an instrument of the Morning Lord or not, I do not know, but he is a man to not be trifled with and a man not to be crossed. But there is some element of goodness in his heart. He, although twisted as it is in its interpretation, he does try and bring and reflect the Morning Lord's light into all our souls here. We must, of course, provide him with wine, which we discussed earlier, I believe. What is happening at the winery?
Don't get me started.
They now have the ability to produce again, however, it will be some time. However, we do have a very small amount. We have 2 bottles, which we can provide.
2 bottles, you say?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I suggest that you keep those. For I do have some wine still in my cellar, provision to provide our monthly tribute to the abbot. 2 bottles would nearly make no difference.
I see.
May I ask, the travellers that you were mentioning, what did they say anything when they came? Or
They, like you, sought something at the pool. I am uncertain as to whether they were successful.
Were they seen after they went to the pool?
We did see them depart. Well, one group departed and the other group went up to the abbot, and perhaps they took another path.
what? What the? That is fact.
Is a possum.
That's not a fucking possum, you rat.
Let the other boys decide this.
Alright, pass it around. What's the verdict?
What is it, a possum or a rat?
It's a rat. How could that be a possum?
Looks like a weasel or something.
It's giant.
That's not a rat.
It's taking the piss as well. It's like coming back and forth. And...
It's taking the piss.
What kind of tail has it got?
Oh, it's got a long tail.
That's like
Is it
fluffy?
fluffy?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not fluffy.
Okay, right,
It's
okay.
long.
Yeah.
A long man.
Although the front of it's a bit different.
It's a were-rat.
It's
Were-rat,
it could
were-rat.
be- It could
Look,
be.
look, just because, Rachel, just because Rogan was bitten by a werewolf.
I think it could be like a little, like a marsupial rat, like one of the.
That's possum.
I can't tell.
Kind
Yeah,
of,
Dave knows.
the
So
front,
Dave. Dave's got glasses.
the front shoulders kind of look like
It's
it.
going really quick.
Yeah,
Possums can move quick.
Yeah.
I say that's a possum because if it was a rat, you'd see like a tapering in towards the head.
where it's a much
Okay, I'll
fatter
get
head.
more.
You are
Okay.
smart.
We have possums that live in the Japan.
last we saw Rachel.
I'll get more photos because he is taking the picture.
See if you
He's
can
coming
grab
up
it
to
and just bring it in.
What do you think this is?
I'll consider that a screaming synergy.
I feel we should go have a word with this abbot.
Yeah, let's go see him. I want to see these mongrel folk. They sound disgusting.
I ask once more. When you depart, are you heading to Valaki?
We may be, however, we may not be going directly there, so it would likely be a dangerous journey. Rather than her accompany us, I'm willing to assist with some funds to purchase said wedding gown if that will ease it. However, I do
You
not
will
think
part with some funds, some gold.
possibly depends. We seek the pool. What do you know of the pool? What can you tell us of the pool?
Some say they've seen strange lights and felt a presence near the pool at night. Perhaps. Perhaps this morning you could go there. It is easy to find.
Is it far?
Oh no, it is within our walls.
Is it on the way to the abbey, or
No,
are
not
we taking
really.
a side path?
A side path, but our township is but small, as you would have noticed. No doubt, as you reach the entree to the valley below us.
You said the pool's in the walls.
Within our walls, yes.
Well, let's go.
I beg your pardon.
Let's go.
I agree. I think we should.
Can I provide you perhaps with... And he turns and he grabs a pouch. And he says, as a sign of goodwill, and perhaps before you depart and once you determine your next destination, I implore you to consider what I give you. And please consider escorting my most beloved wife to Valaki. Please, take this. You open it?
Yeah. Just start rifling.
Oh, you opened it because you moved
Yeah,
the
I
first
just
cup.
rifling through it to see if I can find any sort of alcohol.
Hey, get someone used to that. It's alcohol.
Absolutely nothing. He just throws it at Cub.
How dare you? You little violent.
Just go, no.
We'll take your words into consideration, and we'll decide when we return.
Thank you for your generosity. We have matters to attend to here. If we are to return to Valaki next, then I'm sure it would be nothing against our
Does
journey to take your wife.
Does she have to come though? I'm sick of babysitting people for Valaki.
Can I see the pouch?
It could be so useful.
You wish to carry it? Very well.
It could be useful for storing stuff.
Well then, gentlemen, thank you for seeing me at this early hour, and thank you for at least listening to my plight. Please feel free to move about the town. I ask that you do not take what is not yours. Should you be offered something, of course you may take. Help my people where you can. And if you do journey up to see the abbot, may the Morning Lord shine on you all. And with that, the guard who is standing back there moves forward now and sort of intimates that it's time for you guys to leave. You see the Burgomaster turn and approach his wife closely, almost embrace her, his hand on her shoulder, and he whispers in her ear. She returns with
I want to try and hear what he said.
a little whisper,
So
and then they break and they both stand incredibly close together and they hold their hand, his right and her left, and they observe as you begin your departure. Unless, of course,
will naturally try to listen in as well.
We should probably hear what they're saying.
Okay.
I think he wanted to listen in, but Esmeralda wants to
Yeah,
listen
give
in.
me. You're doing perception.
Yep, so that'll be a
Oh, that's nice.
23 for Esmeralda.
Dave.
Yes, I'm looking for my perception stat. Hang on. 22.
Okay.
Nice.
Both of you can come with me. As I just hang on, I'll just reset us.
Could I come because I'm not really playing?
Yes, you can. As part of your
Yay.
D&D DMing learning, I shall meet you in the.
Yes, I would actually go this way. It's way cooler. And I smashed it up. Sorry.
Come to play your game. You don't play.
Good army on here.
Where they've read.
Yeah, it's not coming up on mine there. Oh, there it is. Yep, I'll do that.
Keen for some story.
Yeah.
Now that we're not just refusing things left,
Yeah.
right, and centre.
These have been like one of the few people that have actually,
Well, he-
besides the keeper of the field.
He's not nuts.
Yeah, he seems like a normal guy. A bit weird about the habit,
I
but
feel like we
I think he hasn't really got a choice though.
I feel like he's not weird, he's not pissed around. He keeps saying what's saying his wife something, but other than
I
that,
think he's got making the most out of a bad situation.
I almost feel like he's just trying to get his wife out of there.
Yeah.
Eventually, if we keep on running into werewolves, you're
Oh,
basically
right.
going to create a pack.
Hmm?
You're basically going to create a pack if you
Wolf
keep on turning.
I'll just set him on fire.
Yeah.
Fire seems to work with everything at the moment.
I think this situation.
It really does though.
Yeah, you figure that out.
I've sent a lot of wolves.
We don't do that to our
Damn it, David. What?
Did we hear something that did
If you don't like it,
No,
don't invite me.
it's fine. It's fine. It's just I didn't get it. You're like, that's going in the book. It's like I'm like whatever, and then you said the thing afterwards. I'm like, oh damn it.
This is some key information.
tell us?
Oh,
Cub
yeah.
turns to
In fact, I'm decreeing from now on that
No.
whilst you have lycanthropy, you've got to wear
Oh,
that
yeah.
hat. That is awesome. I love it. That's great.
What
Very
is?
fitting. These.
Yeah.
So, I assume you all depart, and if you could pass me back my 3 minis, which is the guard, the mayor, thank you. You are now in the town. Let me bring that scenery up for you.
I take it that path there is over towards.
I think the other one goes.
So the guard has left us all.
Yeah.
If you could at least tell us what he said.
So, Jeeves, do we want to head up to that abbot? Or will we go find this pool?
Esmeralda says, "This abbot is not to be trusted."
Neither are you.
And she produces.
As she reaches into her pocket.
She produces a silver short sword. She says, "Would you
don't-
like to see this?"
You pull that on me, you better be prepared to use it.
Please.
Grab it.
It's a silvered short sword. Anything happen?
Can't I threw a silver locket at him last time?
What did you actually do?
Esmeralda produced a silver sword, and he grabbed it.
Okay, something's gonna happen. Is he gonna turn into a
That's why I threw the silver locket at him
now?
last time.
He didn't grab it.
Hit him though.
Hey,
Hit him though.
it's a part of the whole Esmeralda thing.
What happens? Are you full werewolf?
Ron takes that, kind of as he grabs it, kind of his face kind of scrunches and he just throws it on the ground. Not like a, just like,
Esmeralda's paying close attention to this as she's doing that, obviously. Is there anything she's reading from his reaction?
Give me an insight check.
17.
Does Esmeralda want to go out there?
She's gonna play cards close, but
Okay,
she's
Esmeralda comes out, Clive.
Duncan,
Yeah, that's
before you
good.
go.
Yeah.
Duncan!
What is it?
That's right, you can have chocolate. It's
Oh,
Yay!
It's my little baggie. That's the only way I can keep chocolate hidden from my kids.
just stashing around.
I stash it in my backpack because they know that if I go in my backpack, there's trouble.
I'm ready to throw hands if he's around.
Oh yeah. That's a threat, and Gosron's going to respond to this very shortly.
Yeah.
She can play her cards as close as hers, but nah, she can do that elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just scared.
Or she can become Ash.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
I'm scared that soon you are basically going to be walking around with us and we meet someone and very bad stuff can happen.
That's happened every time we've gone
Yeah.
anywhere in this game so far, so.
You know what's really good though?
being a full
I can
werewolf,
instantly make you have
meeting
shit
a
your
person
pants.
could start a literal
Have what?
war.
Shit your pants.
What? Prestige.
I can instantly soil clothes. Yeah. I can clean, but I can soil.
Oh, that's
Nice.
going in the book.
Yeah. My pants were already soiled.
I'll leave it as is there.
Yeah. Zach's gonna get Esmeralda killed in the first time.
Well, that's getting close. Like,
And so when she pulled the sword on me, I was ready to throw it, and then she
Well-
gave it to me.
that's why I threw the silver locket at you last session. But maybe it won't change.
Maybe it's
yet.
different because I like being the higher roll. Or what, but
What was this talk about?
Esmeralda picks up the silver sword, whilst keeping an eye. Like, not looking at the sword as she's picking it up, she's watching you.
Esmeralda,
sketch will last longer.
Wait.
Esmeralda, what do you have to tell us?
Is he...
Your friend needs help.
be more specific. You are here by our will.
Sorry, that's. I'm like, this is what I expected. Like,
No,
coming
I
through,
know.
like, everyone now hates me.
You're here by our will. We allowed you here. Be honest with us, or that offer is gone.
Your friend is afflicted with lycanthropy.
Yes, we got that. However, you said the abbot is not to be trusted. How do you know of this now?
Are you?
Will you not listen?
Yes. However, do we need to worry about you?
Worry?
Are you a threat to us?
I mean you no harm. We are on scene on our paths, are we not?
I think we should just carry on. Let's move forward.
Come on, let's.
And if we do, I'm gonna just hang back next to Esmeralda and say, all that shit again. That sword's not going on the ground. It's going somewhere else.
Do not make threats you cannot fulfill.
Oh, you're funny.
Let's continue for now. So, is this where we are?
Yeah. So did they tell us the actual direction of the pool, or did they just say it's down the side road?
Yeah, so it's to the west,
Yeah.
and you're at the north.
Right. But they also said it was in the walls as well, so
Within the walls?
yeah.
Yeah. So
The
the west is towards Dave, and
Yeah.
there's a track that takes you down that way.
Is that where we want to go? We want to head to the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the general consensus.
This abbot is an interesting character, should we not? The burgomaster also mentioned that at night time there was strange lights and certain goings on. Should we not attempt to meet with this abbot this morning?
The only
We
reason
have
I
much
say
of the day ahead of us.
the only reason I say go here first because people don't seem to come back from going up there. But
You
This is-
wish to leave, so your reasoning is to go after we visit the pool and attempt to leave then? Or do you wish to visit the pool and leave
I think-
Crescent altogether?
I think we go to the pool and then we'll head up to go see the abbot.
I
But
think so too.
I just don't want to climb stairs just yet.
Would it not be wise to introduce ourselves to a seemingly the next most powerful figure in this town?
From what I understand, it's a very small town. This will not take us long. We can just step in and then head up.
Very well. This is
I
good.
think let's not bother with the abbot until we're ready to go and see him.
He hasn't requested to see us. He may not even know of us.
Let's use it to our advantage right now, I think.
The abbot's too busy putting stitches in his young ladies.
If we can scurry around without being noticed, well, without having the eye of the abbot on us.
I think it would be unwise to consider us unknown, our presence unknown to the abbot. I would say he would know that we are here.
Seems everyone seems to know everywhere who we are.
Yes.
If he wants to come and see us, I'm sure he can come and see us. Otherwise,
Yeah, if he requests our presence, we would
Very
see
well,
him.
let us go.
I think we should. Yeah.
So, not quite sure what you've just decided, but
I think we're going to the pool.
Yeah.
the pool
Can't
is
tell which one's
the pool is this way.
So Cub is trying to be a bit more reserved and we're trying to be a bit more
If you want to go up to the abbot,
Sassy.
it's this way. That's up
Okay.
to the abbot.
you'll totally have to do the
Pool
Esmeralda
is
voice,
that
though,
way.
You know that, right?
Pool is that way.
I'm trying to differentiate the two.
Sassy Valley girl.
So yeah,
Oh.
Oh god, I've walked so far.
This is so hard in heels.
and that's Carbo. So yeah, so we sort of
So you guys are here,
yep. And we want to head.
and you want to head down that
To
way.
that pool.
Yeah.
Just have a
Happy
squeeze.
pool.
Duncan, I don't quite know how to go about this. I want to have a conversation with Clank.
Yeah. Hey, you got a really cool magic item. Can I have it?
No, it's not that. It's curiosity, and I don't know how to role play it with Clank given that Brian's not here. But I basically want to say to him, I heard the Burgomaster say that this abbot guy is bringing people back from the dead. Now, to me that sounds a bit weird. Like, what's with the whole cleric thing that lets you bring people back from the dead? Is there, like a deal that you have to make, or is there a cost that you have to pay? Like, what's this doing bringing people back from the dead? Like, what's the go with that?
Clank will say that he's aware that there are powerful spells that can be imbued from deities and other, forms, and even necromantic power that will bring life back to someone who has passed. There is a costly material aspect to it, usually. Although he has heard of some beings, creatures, individuals who are able to do this almost at whim, but they are incredibly powerful and not to be trifled with. He does not believe that the wealth that we currently have potentially would be able to provide the material components to a traditional spell casting, and should he one day learn this craft, he knows that the materials that are required are incredibly expensive.
Is there a way of telling whether a particular being, for want of a better word, has been resurrected through divine means or through necromancy? Is there a way of telling? Can you just look at it and go, that's a zombie versus that's a dude that's had resurrection? I don't know a better way to put it.
Cub might be able to weigh in on this as well during some.
Yeah, we're just having a walk, and
If you have
I'm just chatting to Clank,
From my understanding, generally in these resurrections, the soul or the person being resurrected has to be willing.
If they're not?
If they're not willing, then that is not the person being. You understand that a corpse may be reanimated, as in the case of, as you say, zombies, but a person resurrected, that is their soul returning to not necessarily their body, but a body. It is the same soul, if it is willing.
Can't say I know a lot about souls. But am I right in saying that if the person wants to be resurrected, they can be. If they don't want to be resurrected, then that's necromancy. Is that right?
Seems simplistic.
Works for me.
Cool.
Curiosity satisfied.
As you make your way down, you come across some residents of Crescent.
I don't have a good thought about this. There's a dark side.
Greetings.
Oh, they're the models.
You have come to our town. Greetings, greetings. And they are very deferential to you. They're bowing, and this young couple standing before you. Have you travelled far?
What's it to you?
Well, you are here. Clearly you have just come from our Burgomaster, and with his blessing, no doubt, for you are unescorted and moving freely. You are, please, I mean no offence.
No, we've been about.
You've lived here a long time?
I was born here, as is my wife, and soon our child. And he reaches out and touches his stomach, much like Jesse has been for the last few months. Crescent is a place of refuge, you understand. We keep to ourselves and avoid the dangers of the outside world, but the Abbey watches over us. for better or worse.
Or worse.
And she pipes up and she goes, our village has a long history. Many of us have ancestors who have lived here for generations, surviving through the worst that Barovia has to offer. It is refreshing to see that you have come, visitors to our land, and you are no doubt are clearly welcome, and perhaps we can offer you some comfort. If you need a place to stay, you can stay at our home tonight. Otherwise, we bid you a successful day.
You know what? Ever since we've been here, everyone has just been bothering us, asking us to do so much different shit, trying to kill us, and this place kind of sucks. But, you know what? Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
This town has so far been a kind of breath of fresh air compared to the rest of Barovia.
Oh, thank you. Kresik, certainly may seem peaceful, but the shadows of Barovia do reach even here at times, so do not let your guard down.
You speak of the Abbey?
Oh, no, the Abbey on the hill, it's a place of both hope and some dread, of course. The abbot claims to be a healer. And you see his wife go, or something like that, for better or worse.
I don't like that feeling anymore.
What do you know of the
I
pool?
trust him.
The what?
The pool.
The pool at the edge of the village.
I've been told that travellers come here quite a lot. Can you shed some insight?
Indeed. It is said to be blessed by the Morning Lord. Some of us believe it has healing properties, while others think it holds something far more powerful.
Well, what can you tell us about the abbot? Have you met him? Does he show his face around here very often?
They say the abbot has strange powers. Some believe he can perform miracles, while others... And he turns to his wife, and she sort of... We've all seen it. We all know it. It's that sharp whisper. We're a little bit off,
We all of us want to listen.
You're mentioning for better or worse.
Well, others fear for his intentions are not as pure as he claims.
Well, what do you guys think? We're new to town and we're just on our way, and it's nice to meet you guys, but honestly, what do you think of this abbot?
I think Martikov herself once led a rebellion against Strahd, and the abbey was named in her honour, though now, as it stands as a reminder of both her bravery and her tragic end, it is now occupied by the abbot, and he seems intent on continuing her work. And there's like a... But there is something off about it at times, but not all of us agree, and with that they sort of, she obviously now decides that the conversation's over, and I bid you good day, he says, and she just sort of like looks at you with as she takes her husband off.
Before you go, where is your house?
Oh, just here. And she points, here.
And your name? So sorry if you haven't got it.
That's like the most annoying question. Where are you from?
Just make a name up.
My-
It's fine.
Age, sex, location.
My name is Pablo,
Pablo.
and this is my wife, Serena.
Well met. We will take you up on your offer if we are still here this evening.
In that case, the Dungeon Master shall write their names down.
I'm doing it too. Pablo and Serena.
Pablo and Serena, excellent. And
Serena,
Dungeon
the
Master does
terrifyingly plain, like,
Yeah.
doll face.
It's like a Playmobil character.
Yep.
I don't really trust the Abbey thingy-majiggy guy now. I don't like how they kept on whispering. Just gives me a bad feeling.
Don't worry, when you're older, you'll do it too. You'll find out.
Yep.
Just get your sword out when you meet him. Just like get ready to stop it.
Okay, so I'm just going to move you guys along because clearly you're about here when you had that conversation. Here when you had the conversation, and their house was okay there. That was probably not what I was anticipating, but
That works well.
works well. Yeah. So, Jesus, what's going on? Right, wait. I have no idea. Okay.
Something seemed off about those two.
Actually,
Oh.
Yeah, they were nice.
Yeah, around here was their house, and you guys
I
continue.
feel like this town is a slight
You come now to this intersection,
isn't this town supposed to be sad? They seem
and
quite happy.
Nick, I'll just
There's something about them.
reframe everything for you. Yeah, thank you. So you can see that up here, up here is where the tracks lined up into the abbey.
Yep.
There are still a couple of homes. There are some villagers outside the front of this place, tending to a tethered goat, and that's what the woman's doing, and the man is stacking firewood, and there is a small child watching the father stack the firewood. This place here there is no movement around, nor in this place, yet you see ahead of you now a sort of glow from the pool.
It's in the morning, you said it's like 8:30 in the morning or something at this point. Is it?
Beg your pardon?
What time is it? It's the morning at the moment, isn't it? So,
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, pizza's.
To be precise, it is.
Pizza in like 10 minutes.
It's 7:45
Right.
in the morning.
Cool.
It's pretty much the same time as it is.
Yeah.
It's in the morning.
I don't really trust them because they're they're fine. They're not sad like the other people.
I've met plenty of people that have a reason not to trust them. So far, sometimes people are just nice.
Yeah. I haven't wanted to set fire to things
No,
yet.
it's one of the few
Yeah.
that I've met
Thank
so
you
far
for
that I
once.
haven't wanted to kill.
Yeah.
So,
Finally, there's peace.
And yet,
they're
at the
fine.
same token, things don't seem quite right here either.
I feel the abbot may have a hold on this town.
I would not lull yourself into a false sense of security.
I've also got a bit of a feeling that this may be a little Barovia inside Barovia with their own person pulling the strings, you know what I mean? Little baby strike.
There we go.
There we go. Very good, Lily.
But anyway, to the pool. I need to clean myself.
It is rather cold, is it not?
So he's tending to a
Yes,
goat,
leave a
did you
shirt
say?
unbuttoned
The person
and-
nearby?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
family nearby, they were tending to a goat,
Actively
is that
weeping
correct?
from your nipple.
The lady tending to the goat.
Yep.
The husband's stacking wood and the child's watching the husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Come on, we've all seen Twilight. They're always warm.
Yeah. Out of character mechanic-wise, if something attacks me and I kill it,
Mhm.
that's considered hostile and I get the HP boost, is that correct?
If it takes you
Generally, if something's attacking you, it's hostile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
I
Okay.
agree.
Cool.
trying to make Esmeralda hostile.
Oh, she's already hostile.
Yeah.
Shall we continue on?
Yeah. If anyone else,
Oh, I believe you're being summoned.
if no one else,
So that's the house where opposite, like the house just back here, is where.
Pizza time!
Oh, pizza time!
Oh, that's quick.
Chop, chop.
Oh, all right, we'll pause there.
So when does the pizza rock up before the time?
yeah.
Right, so I'll just pop in and look.
Okay, so you guys are just passing the house that's now a little behind you. Some people, and ahead of you, you can see that the mists from the snow, as they rise, there's clearly something that affects there. That is almost as the mist is repelled. from this area you can't quite see yet. But you do see that there are green trees, which you find odd, for none of them have snow or ice upon them. And yet everything else that you've passed has been encrusted with snow and the whiteness of a ever-encroaching winter.
Does the pool smell like eggs? Genuine question.
Give me a perception check.
Alright. Cron's nose must be blocked, so I got an 8.
You smell something and it doesn't smell good.
Okay.
But it's probably just you.
Sorry, no, definitely.
Shall we make our way?
Mm-hmm. Making our way downtown.
Okay.
Straight out of Oblivion, that is.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. The hell is that?
Oh, a lakefront house.
Right, so scale aside, I've just got you up there. It's like, yeah, that's where you are. Okay. This pool of clearly glowing light lies before you. Its waters impossibly clear and shimmering with a soft ethereal glow. The surface is as smooth as glass, reflecting the pale morning light from the surrounding snow-dusted trees. Sorry, not snow-dusted, the surrounding trees. It seems to radiate a gentle warmth, a stark contrast to the biting cold that permeates the air. As you now draw nearer, you can now move up to the edge. There, no, back, there, perfect, yeah. As you draw nearer, the light within the pool intensifies, creating a golden aura that dances across the snow and the trunks of the nearby trees. The water, though clear, seems to hold a depth that is difficult to measure, a sense that it is much more than it appears. You've noticed now that silence has engulfed you. Broken only by the faintest ripple on the surface of the water, as if the pool itself is alive, breathing in rhythm and with the land. At the edge of the pool, the earth is soft and moist, untouched by the frost that blankets the rest of the forest. Ancient stones, worn smooth by time, encircle the water. The light emanating from the pool pulses gently, almost as if it is beckoning you closer, inviting you to discover the secret that lies within. Near the edge of the pool, partially hidden by the surrounding trees, stands a gazebo, a structure both beautiful and haunting in its solitude. Its surface weathered by time, but still retaining an air of grace and elegance. The wooden columns that hold the roof are intricately carved with patterns, now softened by age and covered in patches of delicate moss.
Does Clank recognise the statue as any kind of religious or deific figure?
Okay, give me a religion check.
Religion check. It's D20. Oh, crunch. That would be 11.
And that would be no.
Can I have a look at the stonework of the statue?
You approach it.
Yep.
Okay, as you step upon the wood, it creaks. but does not give way. So you examine the stonework.
Yeah. Is it a history check related
Nature.
to origin? Okay.
You're a dwarf, don't you get bonus to stone check?
Yeah. Yeah. It says we need to make a history intelligence check.
Is it history intelligence for stone for you?
Yeah, that's what it says for stone.
Yeah, okay, yep,
Origin
sorry,
of stonework. So I just get
So go with that. Yep.
double proficiency. So would that make my double proficiency? Is that just my
So your proficiency, there will be a proficiency tab because they moved it.
proficiencies? Oh, so I get +6 to my roll, is that right?
Yeah, so on your history, are
Yeah.
you proficient with it?
No, -1, so
Um,
+5.
Clank cast guidance on you. Yes, yeah.
That's a D4, right?
That is a D4. Because I know he'd like me to do that.
Natty 1.
And that
Yeah, after all that.
The rock appears to be made of rock.
The rock springs forth to life. Roll initiative.
one. Can you roll a 6-sided dice?
Oh, goodness.
6.
Come with me.
It's the last time I ever try and use my intelligence in this game.
Look at it. Not one. That's hilarious. It does look like he's missing a sword or a spear.
Hmm. Did you fuss it?
So as I'm leaning forward on the creaky floorboard, I slip into the statue and the statue topples and floorboards that I'm standing on rip up off out of the ground. And
Bronze demolition strike again.
fuck.
As the statue falls, the rest of the party's attention is drawn to the incredible sound bite that I just played. And you all notice from beneath the statue an incredible glow and a hum resonating almost not audibly but in your very souls. Grond, you fall forward, face into the ground. You are but meters from the edge of the pool.
So
The rest of you still standing feel and see from the ruptured hole where the statue once stood this glow.
Do I fall into the hole?
No, you fall forward.
Okay.
So if you have a look at the image,
Yeah.
you've pushed it over towards the pool.
Uh-huh.
You've then gone
With
to
it.
the right of it. So
Oh, yeah.
you're face down, prone in the grass,
Yeah.
a couple of feet from the edge of the pool.
Okay.
So you're like there.
The rest of you are seeing from where this statue's been uprooted. You see this incredibly bright glow to the point where now, other than Clank and his mechanical eyes, the rest of you who are of flesh, it is so bright as if the sun has splintered itself and a shard has dropped into this hole.
Oh no.
You're prone, can't do
Yeah.
anything.
You just hear fuck. What the fuck was that? What'd you fucking do, Esmeralda?
This was your own doing.
zoom in?
Sorry?
Can we zoom in a bit?
That's probably a little bit too.
How's that?
Perfect.
I think
just to fuck with Nick.
I think Esmeralda's missing off the map.
Weren't you up looking at the? Was it you or Clank that was up looking at the rock as well before I came barging through it?
Yeah,
Clank was.
Clank. So I assume Clank's sort of up around there too.
Yeah. He was trying to identify if the statue was any sort of religious figure.
Like Ron,
Because Ron is
wrecking ball.
going to make his way to this staircase right here,
To where, sorry?
right there,
Yep.
right in front. Like to do maybe like a perception check to kind of see if there's anything out of the ordinary that we haven't already seen by the pool with me being so close to it.
So pretty much everything I've described, the pool has this sort of warmth as you approach it. You sort of feel that there's a warmth, which perhaps explains why there's this rim of green and the snow has not taken root. The trees that are blunt the pool edge, neither do they have snowflakes or ice, as every other tree you have seen is clearly, encrusted with snow and ice.
Am I detecting
The
like
water-
a massive amount of heat?
Not a massive amount of
Just
heat,
a warmth.
a warmth.
I reach my hand in and touch the water.
It's wet.
Is water wet now?
The
water appears
It's
to be
not
made of
Newtonian
ice.
fluid. You've never heard of this, Newton.
So did I hear you
You
say
feel, whilst it's wet, you feel it has a viscosity that seems unnatural to normal water. And as you swirl your hand in it, come and see me.
So much semen.
I was gonna say, as soon as he mentioned viscosity, I was like, it's sticky.
Like honey.
So a story one of my neighbours was telling me, she's a cyber forensics lady, detective or whatever, and I'm told they had to go to this guy who was a hoarder, and he had a bathtub about this full.
Not audible.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
Oh god. What a terrible day to be ordered to be able to hear things.
Yeah.
I haven't?
And that's on the video.
My neighbour, she's a cyber forensics. She was cyber forensics, and she went out to one job. And they were all checking out the place. The guy died or something like that, and he was a hoarder, and he had a bathtub about that full of semen.
Oh! No, stop.
As soon as you mentioned viscosity, that's all I could think of.
She's a moisture wizard. There are some jobs that you're like, why?
No.
Why? Just it's like you hear about something like that and you're like, I'm glad I'm not.
did a bachelor
I'm
of
just
computer science.
my numbers don't do that.
I'll go back to breaking concrete. Unless you guys are planning to do anything straight away.
Well, when you knocked over the statue,
So you're prone.
Yep.
Constant's told me what he's doing. What are the rest of you doing?
I just want to confirm what happened when Gron knocked the statue over. Did you say there was a light underneath it?
Correct. So see where its feet are?
Yeah.
As he knocked it open, it's pulled up a chunk of wood. It's splintered because it's not particularly in good nick.
Yeah.
And the statue itself has not cracked or broken, it's fallen.
Okay.
But on its fall, it's obviously been bolted into that wood and it's ripped up. And as it's ripped up, there's this sudden slither of incredibly. At first, it's bright, but within a glimpse, it's now incredibly bright, and it's almost as if the roof, which is not solid, yet there are beams, but you can sort of see there's this bubble of warmth around this pool, but there still is mist and cloud. And I'll give you this. As you look up, tracing the light, the very clouds have parted, and you see a glimpse of blue, which you have not seen since you entered this land.
So Clank's in the area?
Well, Clank's with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we free to act at any point, or are we going kind of?
I just want to know what the rest of the guys are doing, and then I'll come back to you and
Cool.
you if you want to get up from prone.
Yeah, I want to try and throw the statue out of anger.
Okay. Cub wants to look around to see if it's attracted the attention of anybody else in the village. All of this light going off, and I'm just trying to see. I can't remember. I read somewhere. Esmeralda wants to come back to Esmeralda. Esmeralda wants to try and cast as a ritual detect magic.
As a ritual, so she's going to take 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, so she begins that. We're going to. Okay, sweet. Just check that. So. Okay. It'll be completed 8:11. Just for your info.
Ah, it's 8:49. There we go.
So
Anyone else?
So Aaron is watching Cosron swirl his hand around in this, what I can only imagine
Sperm
looks like
bath, yep.
slimy water.
See if Judas.
No, it's crystal clear. It's beautifully blue.
Someone wants to get that.
But there's something. There's an energy inside it.
I want to take some of the water.
So you move to the pool.
Yep. I'm
How are you going to take the water?
In my I've got a flask, I think, or my water bottle.
All right, we'll come back to you.
Yep.
You're prone.
I want to stand up and, out of anger, want to try and pick up the statue and throw it.
Okay, what's your strength?
My strength is 16 plus 3.
So 16. Okay, so do a strength check.
Cool. And I've got advantage on that because of my aspect of beast. Yeah. Nat 20.
What? You knock over the statue and now you roll a 20.
You pick it up and you throw it into the water.
Yeet.
Can I do a roll above 10 is in the water, below 10 is out? Because I'm just throwing it out of anger, so I'm not worrying where it's going.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You threw it because
If you got a nat
it's
20,
pretty
you
close.
put it in the water.
It's like right there.
Yeah,
There's
true.
only like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the only place you're going to throw
Yeah,
it is
fair enough.
like forward into the water.
Yeah.
Good.
Splash. I don't have a water fucking sound, but I do have.
Oh god. And that was the reaction when seeing the jizz bomb.
You see,
No, that's
you see a couple of villagers
Making it.
from Krezek scream, and they now all turn and run back to the east. Splash! In goes the statue. You see it sink before you. So much so that you would anticipate normally in a pond like this that it would stop and hit the side. But it just continues directly on, only feet from the edge. And its shadow, its silhouette, just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay. Cub.
Was looking to see what everyone was if anything was attracting the attention of the villagers, but
Well, no, that they pretty much
Yeah.
watched you guys go there, and the couple have like just with
Pop
their
this
kid
shit
just got like because you've just like completely smashed the statue of the Morning Lord. So off,
Who it was.
off they go, screaming.
Cub is going to rub his temples
He's face palming.
and just kind of come down to his nose.
Yes.
Sorry, the
Look, on a positive note, nothing's on
the jackpot
fire
went off, so
at this point.
my work next week is going to be easy.
Oh.
Yes.
It's fine.
I'm gonna fill that with water from the pool.
Okay, right on the back of that, pool water.
Not peated.
Uric acid level 7.
Pool water?
Pool water.
Okay.
Okay, the rest of you, I'm sort of caught up now, so I think we're back to the beginning of the next free play set of actions that you guys may or may want to do.
Clank wants to have a look in the hole left by the pushing over of the statue. See if he can identify anything within inside it.
Okay,
Like a glowing rock or some source of the light.
right, come with me.
Dismantled.
I feel like this is going to be one of those things on Skyrim where it's like, a new hand touched the beacon.
Gondor.
Remember that first game on at like 3 a.m. I'm playing it.
You're like,
Meridia's beacon on Skyrim. You pick it up and it's in a random chest when you're like
It's in a random
10
chest, but
to
it appears
you
constantly.
take it and then just this voice, this lady just screaming, a new hand has touched the beacon. It's like,
Have you played Skyrim?
I have. I don't remember that.
You've never done.
It's where you get the dawn star?
Oh, maybe.
Dawnbringer.
I've done all the Daedric God.
Yeah, it's one of those ones,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like as soon as you hit level 9, it's like the next chest that you get is
You've
like
got this
this
white
beacon.
sort of orb with,
It's been so long since I've played Skyrim, mate.
it's a bit of a man for Skyrim.
Yeah, it's such an annoying.
A new hand has touched the beacon.
I've been on what's
I
it
feel like
called?
I've done it, but it's like just avoid it. Just
Yeah,
don't pick
yeah.
it up.
Sometimes I see it in the chest, I'm like, you're staying there for the next piece of day.
I've been playing Hunt lately.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have ever played that?
Yeah.
It's monster hunting basically, but kind of Louisiana, old school revolvers and lever-action
Oh, yeah.
rifles,
That's
zombies, and you've got to go hunt a big monster.
Mm.
But every other player is also hunting said monster,
Oh, yeah.
and you, and you
shit.
get points for killing them or the. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
pretty
they've just done an upgrade for Unreal 5, and it looks phenomenal.
cool. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. PS5 especially, it runs
Yeah.
like
Just been doing a lot of Stellaris.
Oh, yeah. Is it good?
you lose yourself in that because it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Many an hour.
Well, I'm just playing back through actually the Mass Effect trilogy.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm loving it.
I've not played Mass Effect.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's
I've heard everyone loves.
It's a real, like, the 3 games together are really.
It's kind of like Halo
It's
1, 2, 3.
the 60 frames
essentially.
playing it is really
yeah,
good too.
Shit, it's good playing it on the PS5.
You should pick up 7 Days to Die.
Oh, yeah? Is it good?
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's basically Minecraft, but realistic looking, and it's a world full of zombies.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Seen some mates play it actually.
You clear a country basically, and it's got loot in every building.
Clank leans into the hole.
What the fuck?
And pulls out this.
Does it get turned on?
Yeah, no, my battery's flat.
Yeah, it is flat, but it would otherwise turn on. So he's picked this thing up out of the hole.
Hang on, let me get a photo.
Is that one of the ones from Disney? Disneyland?
Yeah,
Nice.
build it with Will.
Yeah, it's cool. I got one of those.
The only reason Clank's picking it up is because he was closest and you were flat on your ass.
It's alright. Ron would set himself on fire instantly.
Now that he's picked that up, are we detecting is there any change in the water, or it's just the same as normal?
Same as weirdly normal, yeah.
Well, that looks like we've got what we came for.
Yeah.
Detect magic, how's that going?
I think we've detected some sort of magic flaming sword.
So she hasn't finished casting unless you guys just want to chill for 10 minutes.
Clank can.
Well, before that, I'll pick up this vial of bat urine and then just pour it into the.
What are you doing?
We are terrible people.
I have a vial of
Oh,
bat
bat
urine.
urine, I know you do,
I'm
yeah.
pouring it into the pool.
Are you for fucking real?
We are fucking. Are we the bad guys?
I just want to see what happens.
Okay, good question. Not
Just for the
expecting
record, I filled my water skin with that water before he did that.
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Covers. Put right on it. Pre-bat urine.
Pre-bat urine. Fuck's sake.
As you pour it in, it trickles into the pool. And it remains it goes in like an off yellow and with a stench. And it sort of swirls around the pool. And then suddenly, because you're proximate, as you're pouring it in, it suddenly turns dark black. And then blasts up at you. And you take 3 hit points damage. Acid damage.
I suppose that was deserved.
I did roll a nat 1 on a 20-sided dice. That's not what was going to happen. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, it's not untoward. We're now at 8:05. You have 6 minutes to go.
Clank, what is this you have found?
It appears to be some sort of sword. I don't know how much Clank knows about weaponry. Simple weapons. This sword appears to be a sword.
I agree.
What does it visibly look like? Does it look
Is
like
it glowing bright yellow?
Yeah, but is it a short sword? Is it a long sword? Is it a great sword?
Fucking sword, dude. The dude's a cleric. It appears to be a sword. Carl?
Just getting rid of my vial of bat
And
urine.
at that particular moment, as Clank's saying that, hold on to it. That bit disappears.
Cool.
And he's now just holding a hilt.
It's alright, Clank. Happens to the best of us.
It would appear perhaps we are not permitted to take this weapon.
You may be,
I'm not touching this weapon.
but you're all holy and stuff.
I am.
Do you want to have a look?
Can I speak to you right now?
Yes.
Just before you say you want to have a look?
Okay.
I've got a great idea.
Pour more bat urine in.
After seeing what happened to bat urine, I'm going to try and cook my meat chunk.
No, all the bat urine was impure. And that's a sea of souls. It spoke to me when I touched it.
The bat urine.
No, the pool.
The pool did.
And okay. Sidebar. As Nick, not as Cowboy Esmeralda. You as a player, or as Cosron, know this to be a sea of souls, and yet you pour bat urine on. Yeah.
Seems to
Okay.
be pretty on par for Cosron, to be honest.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not out of Cosron's. It's entertaining for him.
Yep.
We're a team of fuck around and find out.
Oh, Yes, much to Cub's dismay. There's a lot of.
I mean, we fucked up the statue.
That was an accident though. I was
That
genuinely
was.
trying to have a look and then
And you did find out.
I didn't find out.
Well, I did too. It sprayed back at me.
And then I launched it into the water. Which, I mean, for an activity, it must have just been a fantastic toss. Right? And there wasn't
Yes,
much else to do
you're
about
quite the tosser.
I'm worried what would have happened if he didn't get in that one when I poured the urine.
it. I was kind of hoping you'd say, a bat's come out. And I would have started pissing in the pool to get a whole bunch of groms. We need to find a dope glitch in Curse of Strahd.
Too quick. Just.
We've only
I can see your YouTube video now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just showing you how to get infinite diamonds in Curse of Strahd. This is dupe glitch, obviously.
What you're going to do is...
and don't forget, what you're going to do is hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you click that
So
bell.
the order is statue, bat, urine. Everything fine?
So, speaking for Clank here, I get this overwhelming feeling from this sword that it just wants to go and smite the darkness. I don't know how to use a sword. Just like it's. I feel. I feel that someone who maybe knows how to use a sword might be better suited to holding onto this.
What's a sword? Is that under simple weapons? Or...
What's a sword? Do not give it to
No.
This was my goddamn question before. What did the sword look like?
It looks like some kind of saber of light. Almost.
So I'll give you a hint. I'm holding it with one hand.
Yeah. Great sword. Huh? That long sword.
So I'm not giving it to you. So Duncan very kindly told me that it has the properties of a long sword.
Okay.
Right. Clank cleric.
Yep, no, that's
Yep,
fine.
okay.
Yeah, I just,
So-
I visibly looking at it because props are one thing, images
Yeah,
another thing.
true.
I just
So-
wanted to.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So it's a long sword.
Mhm.
Cub, do you want to have a look at it?
This is naturally Grond is. I know that he is well versed in weapons of this kind. Given time, I might be able to learn to master such a weapon. Speaking in player terms, I can use. There's an ability here where I can use it if I decide to do it. I think I just need to confirm. I'm just looking for the thing that's a legendary weapon.
You know what? Worst case scenario, Aaron can use it.
So it's a martial melee weapon. Yeah.
Yes, so yes, Cub can make it a dedicated weapon. Whenever I finish a short or a long rest, I can touch one weapon and then count that weapon as a monk weapon until you've used this feature again. The weapon must be a simple or martial weapon that you are proficient with and must lack the heavy or
Are you
special.
proficient with the longsword?
That's what I'm checking now. Proficiencies. Simple weapons, it just says monk weapons.
Thanks.
That doesn't really help.
Fix
Yeah.
up.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
No, this was a gift from my mother-in-law.
Oh, nice.
Because
I'll drink it with spite.
out of character.
So
from
thanks
a-
for knocking my
from
door
a,
up. That's the present. Yeah.
mechanics point of view, Aaron can use a longsword. But if he does, then all the benefits of being a rogue using a longsword go out the window. So,
Well, Cosrin can't. Just saying.
well, Clank can hold on to it for now. Or is there a overwhelming urge to palm it off, so to speak.
Remember the emotions I went through?
Yeah.
The middle one?
Yes. Yes.
It's pretty intense.
Okay.
And there's a feeling that Clank gets that he can't help with that middle one.
Right.
You gotta do
Okay.
some smiting.
Yeah. But speaking of a Clank, he's got this overwhelming urge just to go and smite evil with this thing. Almost overwhelming. Just vengeance
Middle
was the word you used.
Vengeance, yeah.
Vengeance. He's feeling this feeling of.
The vengeance,
Yeah,
though,
vengeance.
just to seeing you've told everyone,
Mm,
the vengeance, though, Clank is feeling as the longer he's held it now, is seemed to be directed against an individual rather than
evil in
anything
general.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope it's not
Can't use it.
any of us individuals.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to go from here.
Shall we continue on?
We seem to be dealing with many items and things. Looking at Grond, that seem to have, whether or not they are cursed or some other nondescript method, have their own intentions.
You talking about my speaking stick? As I hold up the blood sphere.
Esmeralda glares at you.
Back at her.
Okay, so from a practical point of view, are we honestly saying that Grond is the only person that knows how to use a longsword proficiently?
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
I feel like fucking General Grievous at the moment.
Oh.
My collection. My fucking defender longsword.
Alright.
And my blood spear.
Oh, man.
But I mean, you can hold on to it if you want. Unless you want to go do some vengeance thing.
Well, you can only attune to one thing, can't you?
No,
Three.
up to 3.
Well, Clank can't use it. And he's recognizing that this weapon has this overwhelming sense of righteousness and vengeance towards smiting a particular individual. But he also knows it's not going to work for him.
And has he mentioned that type of thing?
Well,
like, has he mentioned to?
yeah. I said it before when Duncan corrected me and said the word is vengeance that I should be
Do
using.
you believe that this to be the sword of Strahd's murdered brother?
I can only assume it is. Yeah. I can only assume that it is because the longer that I hold on to this thing, the more I just want to
Paladin
get
you
revenge.
get, yeah.
Yeah.
What does
And certainly when that was said to you,
Well,
you feel it almost wants to leap out of your hands to someone who can fulfill. That's the feeling that you get now. Fulfillment. But not a sense of fulfillment. A need to fulfill. A craving for cheese and garlic toast.
I jam my hand into the water and I say, we will destroy him. Willing that to the water.
Okay, come on. Speak.
How are you really the only person that can use a longsword?
I mean, Grom's full of vengeance anyway, so.
Monks are
Sweet, another
basically
day.
like Des and Troy.
Alright. I feel like barbarians are just hit something with anything they can possibly hit with, and they're not too bad at it.
Because a longsword's not a finesse weapon. So, I mean, I could use it, but like I've got 8 strength.
I can not use the weapons also don't have proficiency with it. It'll be using strength.
Do you want my blood spear?
But you've already attuned to it, haven't you?
You can tune up to 3 things.
Yeah. So I'm attuned to my defender longsword, my blood spear, and I've got a spear attuned. Can you unattune things?
Yeah.
No.
Unless they're cursed.
Which obviously it's not one. I also just realised that I've been carrying around a
what?
a war gong.
A war gong.
Yeah.
You should at least ring it at dinner time.
Oh, a bit of time and place.
I feel we have taken the power. I feel that this has the Morning Lord. I feel is the brother of Strahd. I feel that's where we're getting with this. At this point,
So you've been talking to the water.
I have, although I not so much talking to the water, feeling its kind of memory-ish.
Okay, that makes
Sensible.
way more sense. As he looks at here and like, well,
It spoke of its brother Y, and
Water
it
has
speaks of
memory.
its love. I feel this is the memory of Strahd's brother, and I feel that that is his will.
Clank's still looking at it like he doesn't know which end to hold.
Brian could do that so well with him. It's like,
You know, flashlight. Oh!
Good thing it's not a lightsaber.
I mean, Luke does do it as soon as he picks it up.
Yeah.
That's what Cosrun gathers from this. That's what he gets out of it from this.
Or are you going to be able to pull yourself together while holding onto that thing?
We can't calculate.
I don't know, but the longer I hold on to this, the more I have this just overwhelming sense of injustice and vengeance towards, can I say Strahd? Or is it just a particular individual?
I don't know, you can say whatever you want.
Just towards smiting the darkness.
Esmeralda, are you proficient in
I'm not giving this to
No.
Esmeralda.
Fucking way we're giving her that weapon.
No, she is.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Grond, would you like yet another magic weapon?
Esmeralda's doing
None of the rest of us can
But,
use it with any...
NPC stat
ability.
point, so I'll let
Sure.
you. It doesn't say.
I'm happy to hold on to it if you want. And use it.
Alright, Duncan. Clank is passing the sword to Grond.
A rapier that she uses is a
I'm
martial weapon.
completely ignoring, so she is a monster hunter, so she will be proficient in a longsword.
Yeah.
But what the fuck is all this shit down here?
Oh, that is me trying to figure out accents.
He's... What?
Down, chow, south. Like, what the, that's so cool. All right, no, that's
Okay,
good.
thanks.
Right, I'm just like, what kind of weird code is this?
I looked up how to do like certain accents. I'm trying to distinguish her and Cub.
Okay,
So, yeah, that's me.
very cool.
What kind of an accent does she have?
I went with
Down
Romani.
challenge.
Yeah, let's say
Gypsy.
doing a...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on, let's hear
What's
Esmeralda
the
speak.
gypsy
Come on, like, come on.
I've tried.
Come on, let's do it. Let's
I've been trying.
try it out.
It's been
Try it
a-
out.
Let's
I've been listening to it. It's been good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll pick that up on it.
It's too late to get shy about nerding out, man. Like, come on.
Later.
So Grond has taken the sword.
Yeah, so Clank, in his wisdom, has,
Dragon.
through a
It
combination
just cannot
of
be shared.
Okay.
acknowledging that he is the only person that he trusts who knows how to use a longsword, has given it to Gron.
He trusts.
He trusts.
In
Because
the midst of like doing her ritual, you can't Esmeralda like glare at Clank.
Clank's oblivious. He just does not give a fuck about what Esmeralda thinks.
Nah.
Yeah, that tracks.
Fuck it hell. Alright.
Can I have a chat to you?
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Everything suddenly coming up Grond.
Coming up, Grond. Let's change the name of the group.
Grond and friends.
Wrong one. Did we bring the Pepsi in it?
Yes, we did. Everything's coming up Millhouse.
It's getting a bit harsh now.
Is it?
Yeah.
After about half a bottle?
Yeah. Oh, I've shared half with him.
Yeah, you'll start speaking with an accent in the middle if you keep going.
Right, mate.
Not really. I was drinking the what's the stuff I had last week? The Arbor, which is double the strength of this, and half a bottle was still coherent.
Did you want any?
Oh, good, thanks, mate.
I've just got it down here just in case anyone
I appreciate it.
is after it. Have you had these? Basically just soda water and flavour. Quite good.
They
Lime
used to have very similar ones at the Hawthorne Garage, which were just like fruit soda waters, and they were really good, but they've stopped doing them.
No, these are quite good at Woolies. But yeah, no, they're just. It's nice because it feels like it could be a mixer as well with scotch or anything like that. Because you got the lime flavour in it, and then also it's like scotch and soda is the thing. But
The
also
lime and the coconut.
on its own, it's like my wife loves them. She like can't get enough of them. So it's like I'm like, oh yeah, you know, nice to. It's also nice to
It's
like.
refreshing.
Yeah, I had it on went out camping boys' weekend type of thing, and it's like in between, you know, you're at a boys' weekend type of thing. There's lots of like smoked meats. We had a smoker up there.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Good.
nice.
The brisket or?
Yeah, brisket, pork belly, chicken wings, just fucking all weekend.
I'll come
just
camping with you guys.
drinking and meats smoked, and then like in between you like have something like this, and it feels like you're having something.
Yeah. Spewing, I've got an acorn smoker at home, but I can't use it because I've got a small backyard.
Don't have any acorns.
Yeah. You know the Komodo acorn ones? They're big ceramic egg smokers.
Mm.
Yeah. A big one of them, but yeah, literally cannot use it because I'm in a fucking townhouse.
You should be like Brian. Let's come over one time. Brian's got a backyard. Duncan's got a backyard here.
I have a backyard.
Yeah, but it's
honestly,
like a
my house is
10-hour
not big
thing
enough
if you
for
do it
those.
properly.
Yeah, but I don't think Duncan's gonna mind. I'd be like, Duncan, we're gonna come over. We can do a smoked thing, and we're gonna play D&D.
You know, where you
He can do a one shot. I can do a one shot, and then by the end of it, smoked meats.
That does sound amazing.
That's a good idea, actually.
Pardon me.
And then you get like a day long escapade. You just gotta make sure that everyone's second half is alright with it.
Well, they can come around for half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a good lamb shoulder going.
Whoa.
That's always been my go-to.
Like the smoking was great, but also at the same time it was like it was a bit overdone because you're like, you know, you're having a boys' weekend and you're like not paying attention to stuff.
Oh yeah, you really got to keep an eye on it.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
the heat. Because if it's too smoky, then it just it's not.
There's just a lot going on with John at the moment.
That's what I'm feeling. You need to check in.
He's got lots of feelings. Lots of feelings.
Are you okay, Dave?
Are you okay?
He needs one of those. So yeah, I'm holding it, and I feel like you can see on Grond's face. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on in his head right now, and then he's just gonna put it in his backpack. Just slot it in there, and then just look around and be like, "What are we doing? All right."
What did you do with the statue?
I launched it like a fucking Olympic
8/11.
athlete into the water.
What does Esmeralda see with the shebang of what is it?
Detect magic?
That's the one. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. I'm pretty sure that should all be within 30 feet. You sense magic in this way. You can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch.
Magic on him?
Yeah.
Are you carrying any magic items? I think you are.
Yeah.
Aaron?
Maybe.
You've got the poison daggers, not magic.
Gloves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gloves.
Are they magic?
Magic on him?
Mhm.
Magic on him?
It's just
Magic on Clank?
red flags of magic coming out.
Magic on Esmeralda? Oh no, this is Esmeralda.
This is.
And are you carrying magic on him?
Yeah,
I think
comes
you
for
are.
magic.
Magic on you.
And I suppose like I learn the school of magic, if any. So
Oh,
anything
it's fucking difficult, alright.
with the pool, magic weapons aside.
There's no magic coming from the pool.
Okay.
No magic from the gazebo with its ripped up floor.
And the sword that they had, the magic school of magic, anything there?
He put it in his backpack, he said.
It says the spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead.
So yeah,
3
so
foot
there's
of
certainly
water.
magic coming, like there's magic emanating from all of them.
Mhm.
And yes, if you want to discern, there's magic coming from his backpack and from his hand, which he's holding the blood
And his
spear.
fucking underwear.
And his underwear, yeah.
What the fuck?
Just inside his underwear.
A faint aura around any visible creature or object. So I can learn the school of magic of, I suppose, what I then would be able to discern the different schools of magic for those magic items that are on ground.
Where do you start?
Okay. Everyone, because Nick wants to look up the school magic, look up your magic item, because like I can't be fucked because I haven't got that at my fingertips, but you should have it at least in your inventory. Please have a look. You can add that to your inventory. It should be an inventory item in D&D Beyond. And tell Nick what the school of magic is.
Sorry.
For each of them.
For every magic item. Yeah.
How do you even...
Fuck's sake.
And does the DM need to build mistrust and annoyance between the party at this particular point? No!
Well,
He
this is
just-
Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Fucking Esmeralda.
We already hate Esmeralda, so...
Where are we?
So I guess like
Search everything. That'll do.
basic magic items would just be like enchantment magic.
Yep.
And then something that's cursed.
Abjuration magic is mine.
Abjuration. Something that's cursed would be like, you know, has it got some kind of like necromancy or anything like that? I suppose would be more of like a red flag.
So, for example, where would it say in here? Would I have to search it?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. It doesn't on the ring. I had to search.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Okay.
Would it say in the item?
No.
It's not a blood sphere, is it?
Wondrous item uncommon.
Blood spear. Dig. School.
Wondrous item.
Doesn't even say in the
Oh, fuck it. Let's just call it. Would you be happy with calling cursed items as being like red flag?
I'd say the blood
Versus-
spear would be necromancy.
Would you be happy with that kind of interpretation? Or.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And the other one, would that be giving off, I suppose, let's just simplify it.
I mean, the blood spear isn't
Good vibes or bad vibes? Let's narrow it down to that.
Just vibes.
just vibes. I think it's a mix.
Vibes.
I think it's a mix of both.
It could be good
Um,
or bad. It's like
Did you look it up?
the blood spear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, and it just tells me in the description. There's no school
Mm.
as such. I just went because
Yeah.
what it does is very similar to what my dude does.
Mm.
Your needle.
No, my like the fiend thing, the dark blessing,
Mm.
which is not really even necromancy. It's just more. It's there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it just
Well, you're
says
killing
here.
something and taking its life.
Alright,
so-
let's move on.
Yeah.
We're not getting anything meaningful out of this. I'll just interpret it as a
Yeah.
certain way.
Yeah. Weapon, spear, uncommon, requires attunement. You know.
When you look at it, it goes.
Look, I'll give you that the blood spear is probably a darker form of magic. I think that's but not cursed.
Okay.
A darker.
Told you. Rod is never cursed. Except with his good looks.
Just so many ladies.
So many ladies. All right. What do you guys want to do now? You've got a water skin full of pool water.
Yeah.
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 You've interfered with the pool. You've thrown something into the pool.
Yeah.
You're holding something that you amazingly uncovered without, having to go through the whole find the thing buried under the gazebo because you tried to tackle it and I rolled and it's just come up with okay, well,
To
what
be
the
fair, I
fuck?
tried to look at it,
Yeah, it's like,
and even that still destroys things. So.
yeah.
I'm going to ask Esmeralda, can you come closer to the pool?
He or she.
She.
Yes.
I hold out the silver needle and say, Esmeralda, can you stab this into the pool?
Him.
It will give you great power.
I'll talk to him. He's Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Hang on, sorry. I want to quickly before that's happening because
I want to double check a rule.
Esmeralda's on
74.3 subparagraph 7. On the third day of the fourth moon.
Walking around with this group of fucking idiots. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen here.
Is the pool a living thing?
Oh, that's fucking Adrian.
He's definitely a soul.
Jonathan.
But was that
Dude,
intentional?
Sorry.
Yes, I'm
Just
sure it was
clarification.
intentional.
How much does Esmeralda like the Morning Wood?
Which Oscar?
Just because I can't. I remember reading something about it, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so from my memory, she sees the Morning Lord in this land as something that was, and maybe one day will be, and something that is good.
Okay. Yes.
But her connection to the Morning Lord is, other than there is no divine connection or anything.
I guess my main question is, would she be perturbed by Grond throwing the Morning Lord statue into the lake?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
other than the fact that it's just random, complete destruction by a group of people who also destroyed her master's tower, set fire to a winery,
This is not really out of the ordinary.
Pretty
Yeah.
on par for us. So.
potentially apparently murdered an entire tribe of,
She's
bloody-
questioning why she's here with these people internally. Yeah, cool. Okay, sorry. What were you saying before?
Esmeralda, in my most convincing possible thing that I could do here,
We're on Netflix.
to give you the power.
Netflix
How'd that
is,
happen?
I think because that went down and that went.
Yeah, but that shouldn't have happened. They're completely different. What the fuck? It's just so weird.
Uh, 17 to Swifty.
Am I? Yeah.
Yeah, sauce.
No, hang on. That's probably. No, that's wrong. Don't know where that is. What the fuck happened there? That's so weird.
If you hit exit on it,
No. Shit. So I need to go left. There we go. Let me know when I get sources.
Yeah.
Sources, yeah.
no, you've gone back. Yep.
And I think it should be maybe Foxtel. should be the. Yeah,
There you go.
What the fuck happened there? That was so weird.
Yeah. In my most convincing tone.
I'm gonna need you to roll deception against insight.
I'm happy to. I would. This will give you power if you take this spear and place it into the lake.
Now, she's just cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, but she knows everything.
It's magical. It's
Bad
glad.
It's
vibes
magic.
or good vibes?
It's vibes.
It's vibes.
It's vibes. Darker magic?
Alright, where's Cosrod's deception?
Let's see what you roll.
Oh, okay. 10.
That would be an 18. Actually, 19. It's a good idea, Esmeralda.
He is our most trustworthy companion.
Oh my god. She sees what you're saying. She sees through her eyes the glow of the magic around there.
I'm being
What does this do?
This will imbue you with the power of the lake.
What power has this lake?
The power to defeat Strahd. The power of the Morning Lord.
Sure.
So Erin just chimes up like the little sailor suit kid in the background. He's right, you know. He's been carrying this thing around for ages.
Just remember, I'm really convincing.
Surely this weapon is for.
But you don't want to put all of your power in one person.
This
Surely
may,
that's not a great idea.
this may help us have another to help. This may also do nothing.
Esmeralda's going to.
Who knows? It might actually make you useful in battle.
Reach out and she's useful in battle, mate. Esmeralda's going to reach out and cautiously touch this thing. Now, if I recall, as a player, correctly from last time the cub did this, there was some kind of shock or something.
Yeah.
Do you want the item description?
Yeah. You can pass me that. I'm just reading it here.
Oh wait, this wasn't the same as you told me.
No. Because I added a little bit to that, didn't I?
It was completely different to that, yes.
No, it was the same but added.
Was it?
Wasn't it?
No, it was a soul swap, basically. If I stabbed something with it, the soul would swap.
Oh yeah. So yeah, correct. Yeah, the soul swap. The silver needle.
Yes.
Yeah, within 15 feet of its cursed silver needle. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, no, I was well aware it was cursed from the beginning. It's all
And
good.
as a player, I'm like, you sure you want to take that gamble, mate?
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So, but hang on. So Esmeralda's reaching
Yeah.
out and is going to touch
So
it.
that's what you now have, because you're attuned to that.
I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Okay, I'll save that. But yes, okay.
So what do you want to try and get him to do?
Stab it into the water.
Esmeralda's reaching out and going to touch it. As a player, last time I think Cub picked it up, there was some kind of like a shock type of thing.
Uh-huh.
What happens then when Esmeralda touches it?
There
Because-
was no shock when Cosron picked it up.
Yes, but I'm also basing it off like, yes, you're convincing that okay, yes, this might help, but also her thing is she is incredibly cautious of what's his name, magic items and cursed things and stuff like that.
very cautious about curses and cursed objects, her ability to late, whatever.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you advantage now on a charisma saving throw. Okay.
That will be a +3. So that'll be not great. 11 total max.
Your face is like, yes.
It's the Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll 1d4?
Cosrose hasn't been able to be properly devious. So.
Oh, he's absolutely devious.
2.
Okay. For the next 60 seconds, any ability check or attack roll I ask you to do, you subtract that from...
Yep.
Subtract 2 from that.
Esmeralda. Yep. Okay. So she doesn't feel anything. She grabs the spear.
Mm-hmm.
She glances at you, kind of like.
I assure you, this will give you the power of the Morning Lord.
She glances around at the other party members and.
He's telling the truth.
Or it will give you nothing.
Going to be a little bit of a dick move here, but Cub's going to reach up and be like, I do not believe that this is a good item. I would be hesitant about this.
I want to.
Good or bad is in the hands of the beholder. Good can be used for bad, bad can be used for good. This is the latter.
An interesting thought.
Using his words.
Cub is thinking about this.
Yeah, that's right.
Esmeralda is, cautiously, she's gonna stab it into the water.
It'll probably do nothing, but still, it's worth trying.
Okay, you stab it into the water. I'm going to drop this, Nick, and you get to tell me the number.
Stuck. It came out as when I tapped it at 5.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
Are you sure?
I knocked it. I knocked it and.
Okay, well, I'm so glad you knocked it. It was no one else. Okay,
That's a nice D20.
It is nice, eh?
It's nice and sparkly on the inside, eh?
No. Nice and sharp too.
A sharp dice. In here, I was thinking I was going to play Esmeralda for a little while.
Hey, you may play as Strahd's brother.
Or just some random person who solves it.
Or just die.
This is one of those. Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta play along with it.
Yeah.
Well-
Well, fuck it, let's go with it. Let's roll the dice.
Yeah, I mean, it's you rolled so high, so it's okay, she.
fuck you, Jesse.
He's got the
Oh,
riz.
fuck. I just need to work through this.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
This is really
Just out of
complicated.
curiosity, what's your persuasion at?
My persuasion is
His charisma
plus
is
5,
plus
but my
5.
deception's plus 8.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, my deception's my best thing, literally.
Persuasion is mine too.
I knew I kept that needle for a reason.
Bro. This is a fucking high IQ way to fuck over Esmeralda.
Well, it's not that. It's if the soul inherit Strahd's brother. Esmeralda,
Right. Okay.
powered by Strahd's brother.
Finally useful.
Right. Okay. Right. Sorry, I just need.
Yeah.
It's just really loosely written, badly written, but I've just worked out what it's saying. Okay. So you stabbed into the water, right?
Yep.
As you were requested to do.
Yeah, like kind of like questioningly, but she's.
Esmeralda stabs into the water with this needle, and then she goes, "Oh, come with me."
This is gonna make it extra juicy, guys.
If this is a way what we've done to actually get Strahd's brother on our side, bro, we are fucking
I
old.
mean, come on. Like,
We
I
are
had to go
old.
for that.
That's a brilliant play.
Yeah.
I would not have thought of that. Did you ask him if it was like a living thing or something? I suppose he kind of
I reached my
described-
hand and it said, "Brother, why?"
Oh,
You
okay.
push that over. It's a sunlight that wants to cause vengeance on someone. We're talking about the Morning Lord, opposite. It all
Right.
kind of hinted that it was his brother. Like, it might be someone completely different, and he might just stab me in the gut.
It's his brother's bathtub full of semen.
Basically.
And I've got him in a water bottle.
Hey, what? You might have Esmeralda and water.
Yeah, keep
But
her in the bottle.
the spear, if you want to swap back, is the other one to die. Water ain't gonna die.
Right.
Drink it all. Piss it out.
So we've got bat pissed Strahd's brother, and Esmeralda, hopefully.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
This could go very badly.
Oh,
It could be something not that we're thinking it is.
And I love how this is like the one town we're like, oh, this is quite nice, you know, quite light here. Fuck. Steal their fucking holy grail.
No, Esmeralda
item.
could help out if she's in this.
Yeah. Eventually, if you touch the water now, you're just like, can't.
I love deception. You can do whatever you want with deception. Plus 8, man. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm so glad Nick rolled light.
well, even if you did, plus 8, I hit 18 on 11.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I hit 19.
Mm.
No. Yeah, I knew I was holding on to that for a reason.
I know. You're holding on to it for ages, so.
Can you grab that Pepsi?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm probably finishing up after this anyway. Oh, I'll have a little shot. Seriously though, thank fuck the lotto went off.
Yeah, gonna be a crazy week next week.
Well, I've been promoted to administration now,
Mm.
so I'm doing fuck all calls. So today I was all banking and people who can't put in a fucking reference number on their bank and they transfer money. But I'm so curious how this is going to turn out.
Yeah.
This is like a 100 IQ play. If
I
it
know.
works.
Fuck yeah. Wonder if anyone's done this before.
Well, the silver needle has so many different variations,
Right.
but he specifically told me it's a soul swap.
Yeah.
That's so
Right. I wasn't expecting that.
That's what's good about D&D.
I know!
You don't come up with this stuff.
Like, Jesus. Okay. Alright, Esmeralda. Her eyes. And after about a minute of all of you being stunned by what's gone on, she like, oh.
So, she doesn't really say anything. She's just staring into the pool.
Esmeralda,
Mm.
what's going on?
Yes.
You.
Are you with us?
Yes. Yes.
Do you still seek revenge?
Yes. Yes.
Mm,
Let's leave this place.
do you know what's going on?
What?
Do you know where we are?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. No. Here.
Yeah. Close enough, she's right.
I think we should leave the pool.
Yeah.
The pool will
enough damage
remain.
yet.
The pool will remain.
It's just staring into the pool.
I'm just gonna yell out, Strahd.
She like glares at you with like
Grond,
hatred.
you have a sword. A long sword.
That's right, I do.
Perhaps you should hold it up.
Yeah, or actually, yeah, I'll pull it out of my bag and just present it to her.
She looks at it and she goes, "This is mine." Thanks, Sophie. Hold on to it.
Let's look around.
This is good. Shall we go to the monastery?
Yeah.
Nick, grab yourself an inspiration for some of the best role play.
Great.
That's great. That's a disinspiration. No, that's disinspiration.
Yeah, no, I had that before.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, you can swap that across.
I saw that across.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Because if you get an inspiration, the disinspiration cancelled. So
Excellent.
So you no longer have disinspiration.
Is that gone now?
Well, it's with
It's
Esmeralda now. Didn't you give it to Esmeralda?
well, it's in the water technically now.
No, just stabbed it.
Yeah,
Stabbed
but
it.
it's oh okay.
Yeah.
I just gave him the
I
card as
feel
well.
like in that moment, I feel like Esmeralda would have stabbed into it and then let go.
Well, then hand it back to me.
That's a lot more weighty than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I mean, Disney probably charges a fortune, so it's fair.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did. Yeah.
It was expensive
I
to
can
do it.
imagine. Yeah.
Mm.
It's a cool experience though, though.
Well, they say that the original lightsabers were like meant to be like 10 kilos in like the original movies, which is why they were like,
Yeah.
and then in the prequel trilogy they're like,
Yeah.
because they're like, oh yeah, they're younger or something. I don't know.
All right. So you guys, what are you going to do now? So let's just go. Present that. There we go.
What time of day is it now? Are we looking up into the sky? Is it?
It is 8:30.
Okay.
So the sun is
Alright.
still shrouded to the east behind the ever-present mists and clouds. Albeit you did see a brief glimpse of blue today.
We do.
This very morn. It is 20 past 8. Oh, sorry, it is now 8:30.
Mhm.
And what do you guys want to do?
I guess head through the town, head towards
Yeah.
the path up north.
Into the bottom of the path, I guess, up to there. But
Yeah.
As we're kind of walking up, Cub's kind of hanging back towards the end with Grond and just kind of. You seem troubled before.
No.
I know you do not have. You gave the sword to Esmeralda before, but
yeah.
a lot playing. And
Got enough sword. Didn't even got no fucking blade to help. Fucking. All it is a key opener now.
Sure. I'm not.
As he was saying that to you, he was also like rubbing his left nipple, subconsciously, as he was talking about that too.
So did you give the sword to Esmeralda?
Okay, so what do you guys do? Wander up to the...
Yeah, when they wander up,
Right.
heading towards the.
And let's just replay this. Okay. So you find yourselves finally winding up, and you come to what can only be described as a gatehouse on the edge of the abbey. And that is where we will leave it tonight. Let me get out.
Ooh. That's a juiciness in tonight.
Yeah. Esmeralda may be useful.
And I might add, it took 30 minutes to get up to the top, so it is now 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Alright, thanks guys.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
That
was
was
a
a
good
fun
session.
session.
That was quite cool. Lots going on.